Hello everyone, it's Brandon here from the Pilot Stud channel, and today I've got a trip report for you, flying on a Boeing 737-700 from Houston's Hobby Airport to New York's LaGuardia. A real treat for you all today. I'm flying a new airline, a new aircraft type and two new airports. So without further delay, let's get into it. But before we do be sure you subscribe. On that note, let's fly. Today's trip starts too early to be bright outside a rather nice Marriott hotel. A quick shuttle across to Houston's second airport means that I'm only steps away from picking up my boarding pass and dropping off my bag. Southwest is known for their generous luggage policy. You get 2 free checked bags and a carry-on, included in even the cheapest ticket prices, which is far more generous than my flight back home across the pond. Hobby Airport was surprisingly small, but rather pleasant, with friendly staff. I was too tired to film me dropping my bag, it's pretty boring anyway, so I walk over to security. It is getting ready for our 6 AM flight. As you can see from the information board, this airport, which has 3 rather nice runways, is serviced pretty much by Southwest Airlines. There's a few other carriers here, but mostly you'll be flying out of Southwest, out of Hobby Airport. Now this airport is rather old, you can definitely see that, but it's fairly well laid out. Being early in the morning, I thought I'd get some breakfast. Sadly, everything was closed except Wendy's, and Wendy's wasn't serving, something to do with a broken ordering machine. So I walked over to my gate. Gate 27 for the 737-700 over to LaGuardia today. This isn't the aircraft I flew on, it's to the left of it. I only realised it after I did all the filming, so hey ho, you do see the aircraft at the end of this video when we land over in New York. Southwest is also known for their very unique boarding policy. There are no assigned seats, so let's see how that goes.
To New York. We will begin boarding with our customers who have received authorization to pre-board. Customers who will pre-board can gather...
Despite being on a packed flight today, I somehow ended up with a window seat in the back of the aircraft without being involved in a mass brawl. So maybe this seating policy does work quite well.
Here in the rear of the aircraft, so come on back.
Safety card in that seat back pocket in front of you. If you would like to follow along. Everyone has a life vest under their seat. Pull down that red tab when told to do so. To remove it from the pouch, place that life vest over your head, wrap that strap around your waist, buckle in front, and pull to tighten.
Before long, it was time for November 448 Whiskey November, our 737-700 today, to push back on time and taxi over to runway 22 via taxiways Yankee and Zulu. The sun was rising above Houston Hobby Airport, allowing for some pretty good views on departure. We basically looped around to fly over the city of Houston, and you definitely see a much bigger airport as we fly out. For this time of the morning, it was relatively quiet. I'll be quiet now and shut up so you can hear the power of the 737 departing off runway 22 at Houston Hobby. So make sure you put down in the comments what airport we're flying over here. Now today's route took us almost due north to Dallas before turning right to go over states such as Arkansas, Tennessee, and of course the cities of Washington and Philadelphia before coming into New York. We flew at a variety of altitudes, flight level 350, 330 and 370 in that order. Now Southwest really did impress me. Happy staff and free snacks. You get snacks on flights above a length of 45 minutes, I believe, so I got a cup of Sprite. I believe there was 2 drink services on this flight, as well as a much appreciated little barbecue snack or trail mix. You definitely wouldn't get this for free in Europe, so it really was much appreciated. I'll let you enjoy the views before we descend down. So from one of our varying altitudes of 35,000 feet, we began our descent somewhere over Delaware. For a 3-hour flight or thereabouts, I have to say it was really enjoyable. There was also some sort of free in-flight entertainment, but I got that out of looking out the window, so I really didn't bother with that. Before we cut to some more music, tell me what Air Force Base that was. So 3 hours after taking off from Houston, we were flying a beam to the East River in New York City. Terrible views, to be honest with you. I mean, not terrible, but definitely not the best. Sadly, those clouds did not clear up. On that note, more music, more views before we land. In no time whatsoever, it was time to land on LaGuardia's runway 22. So it's a great privilege to welcome you to LaGuardia. I hope you've enjoyed today's trip report. To wrap up, I have to say that landing was pretty good, definitely firm, but on this small runway you need to be. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a prison on the not so scenic final approach there. I really could not think of a better prison for any av geek. Hopefully none of us ever end up there, but if you do, at least you'll be able to see some planes from your cell. Jokes aside, this has been a really good flight today. Southwest definitely surpassed my expectations, probably bordering on one of my favourite airlines I've ever flown.
License, disarm doors and cross track for arrival.
And like not lately out.
Arrived on time, free food and drink, and incredibly friendly staff. You could not ask for much more. In spite of this being a packed flight, I got a good seat and it was rather enjoyable. I'd fly Southwest again. This flight came in at a total price of $108.98, including taxes on a one-way flight for 3.5 hours of journey time. That is pretty good. LaGuardia Airport, despite all the memes I've seen online, well, it was like a totally different airport to what I expected. Almost felt brand new. I know it's seen a lot of renovations recently, and this has definitely paid off. What a great airport to arrive to, with the exception of the fact that it took 45 minutes to get my bag. On that note, guys, I've had such great fun sharing my flying experiences with you. I'll see you on another video. Bye bye.